Hi, how you doing? Today we're going to tackle the headlining. It's been a job I've been putting off for quite a while. So this is the old headlining here, and this is the centre part that goes up. That's like a joining rail. So I want to make it one piece. I don't want two pieces, and we're going to have to do away with this part here. This has got little cutouts. That was where the bulkhead was. So we want to get rid of these wee cutouts. So basically we want to take it to there. So just one piece. But the only problem I have, or that I can see, is this is the old headlining, and it's maybe only 2mm thick, and this is a new piece which is 5mm thick. And I don't know if there's going to be enough. See, yeah, that's quite flexible, so that will follow the curve of the roof. But I don't know whether that will. I don't know whether the new bit will, because it's so thick. So I'll cut it to size anyway. I'll draw a line round it with Sharpie, and we'll cut it, dry fit it, and see if it's going to fit. So this hole here, it's for a vent in the roof of the van. So I need to keep that hole there. So what I'll do is turn that over that way, like so. Right, I'm going to put this straight edge along here. Along here we're alright. There's a wee slight curve on that there. And there's a wee slight curve there. So if you look down there, you can see it kind of goes like that a wee bit. So this bit here, I've put, this is upside down obviously, but this is the joining part because obviously there's a space there. You know what I mean. I don't need to explain it, sometimes you just need to show it. There, obviously we don't need that, that was for the interior light. We'll need all these wee holes, and we'll need this hole here, but I'm not going to cut that out just now until I make sure that everything is going to fit and sit right. Right, so I've drilled some wee holes for our clips to go, but the holes are kind of rough, so I'm just going to get around them with the Dremel, or the Breville as Susan calls it. I'm just going to get around these wee holes with the Dremel and just tidy them up a wee bit. And we'll just go down and give it a wee sand as well, I think, just to tidy it up a wee bit. These three bulls, they're all brothers. All these three bulls are all brothers. This is our wee neighbours. Big handsome fellas. Hi, big guy. What are you saying? What are you saying? Are you thirsty? Hey, big guy. What's up? Oh, you're not talking. You camera shy. These two, that one, and that one, they get wee curly foreheads. That one there's a wee flat forehead. Oh, Shane. Say hello. Say hello. What's up? So they're my neighbours. They're Herefords. Hereford bulls. Right, let's try and figure out how to dry fit this, I suppose. Yeah. That's how much smaller the ceiling is to the floor. Well, it fits by the looks of it. Which is the main thing. I've just propped it up with a couple of tripods. But aye, holes seem to line up as well, so. Right, I'm gonna have a wee bite to eat now and we'll try and get it covered this afternoon. That'll be fun and games. I almost forgot, we've got to drill holes for our downlights. So I've got 6 of these wee downlights that I got off eBay, Amazon. Let's have a wee look, see what they're like. Right, so I've got 6 of these. 2, 2 and 2. That's the plan, I think. Right, let's just see what size this is. It's going to be 50mm. So these are a 50mm hole saw. That's 50mm. That might be too tight actually. What else have we got? 57. Let's try that. Let's put that in there. Let's just see. Aye, that'll work. That'll work. Right, so I've marked out where my 6 lights are going to go. Put a centre line up there, and we've came 240 each side. 240, 240, 240, 240. And we're 300, 800 and then 14 from the back. So that's pretty easy peasy, I think. Right, here's our hole, 57mm hole saw. And this is a little kind of adapter thing that came with it. Now, if no one's used one of these before, it can be quite daunting if you don't know what you're doing. So basically, I'll just show you. So you screw this wee knurled knob down and it pushes these two pins. See these? There's a pin there and there's a pin there. So basically, if you watch here, the wee pin will come out and see it. So we've now got two wee pins, one there and one there. Unscrew it again, and those go in those two wee holes, like the two holes or those two. So what you do is, okay, just it comes like this, but there's a wee Allen key there, and that you can remove your pilot drill if you want. You know, if that breaks, and there's every chance it will. So there's a wee Allen key there that takes that drill bit out. So you just put it in there, screw it round until, and if you look in there, just turn it. So you've got your two wee pins, you can see them. So you line them up in there, you see them, and turn it. So there's your two wee pins, there. Okay, so you hold that there and then just turn this wee knob round. And as you're turning that, that'll come through and catch in the wee holes in there. So you're turning that and it's pushing your wee pins into the hole saw. And just basically tighten that up. And so that when this is turning, it's driving this as well, okay? Pretty clever. And just give it a good tighten, and we're ready to roll. Right, here's our first hole. Oh, aye, how nice is that? How nice is that? Nice and flush. Right, so one down, 5 to go. You just take you take cordless tools for granted, don't you? Really, having to set all this up when you're out and about. It's a pain in the hole. I think I'll need to invest in a cordless jigsaw. Okay, let's cut this out. Kind of left-handed for me, that. I'm not left-handed, by the way, or ambidextrous. I'm just winging it. I'm right-handed. It's no bad. It's no bad for half of that I've done with my left hand. That's all right. Aye. I think that's all the jigsawing I'll need to do. Put put that away and tidy up a little bit. I'm happy enough with that. Right, I think that's no bad for today. I've got other things I need to crack on with, so tomorrow we'll get it covered with our special material and hopefully get it fitted into the van, and hopefully the rain stays off. The forecast was actually rain today, but it stayed off and it's turned out to be a decent day. So we'll see you in the morning. Grease free. Brilliant, thank you. Bad at that, Susan. Okay, enough of that. Mine's only 0.5% straight, but I'm only one that's going to be on my back looking at the ceiling.
Might be.
How are you going to fit in? Right, oh, we turn it around that way then. Okay. Squeeze in there. And then just do the same again, fold it back over. Just to get it further this time.
See these wee bits of thread that are on it?
Aye.
You need to come off or they'll be underneath it.
Aye.
For a reason.
Aye. Right. Right, you ready? You want to take this off?
Take that off. Right, lift it up high. And then what are you doing?
In a video.
I'm happy now, right?
As long as you're happy, Susan.
I think that's fine, Nanny.
Aye, you can't grumble at that. No bad. What's it not? What's it not, Susan?
No bad.
It's not a house.
Show me his.
It's my wee house.
Did I kick you out?
I'll be quite happy if you kick me out. Right, perfect.
I wish you spent as much time and effort in your house.
Well, good morning. It's the next morning. And I've just realised last night that I made an absolute fuck up yesterday. I started editing this video yesterday, downloaded everything onto the computer, all the files that I'd recorded yesterday, and realised that everything was overexposed. I'd been shooting everything at 60 frames a second yesterday, and it should be 25 frames a second. And my shutter speed was at 1/150th, and it should have been 1/120th. If any of that makes sense to you, then you'll know what I'm talking about. For some reason, I had it on slow-mo mode yesterday, so everything's been overexposed, especially the sky and all the whites. I've tried to fix it on the computer, so if everything looks washed out yesterday, that's why. My fault. Anyway, on to today. The plan is now, well, I'll show you what I've done. So I've got the tartan all on there. It's, yeah, well, it is what it is. It's not 100%, but it's all right. It'll be fine. I put the downlights out, the little puck lights in, so I'm just going to wire them up just now. So basically just going to wire all these up. And a disclaimer, remember, I'm not an electrician, I'm just a dumbass tattooist. So if there's any sparks out there, don't worry, it's fine. Okay, it's only 12 volt, it's fine, no one's going to die. Settle down. Right, I didn't film doing all this shit, okay, so well, you can see what I've done. I've connected everything together in a spur. I think it's a spur style thing. So I'm just going to basically tape all these wee connectors up. And secure these wires. Flip it over and see if it works. It's not very pretty, but it will do the job. So I've got a little 9-volt battery here just to test it. Oh, there we go. It's all right. Cool. So it works. Right, the next task is putting holes in the headlining. That's going to be tricky. Look at that. Oh, that's pulled away to buggery. Oh, look at this. Right, anyway, so there's holes all the way along here. Obviously for attaching it. The wee holes. I need to make holes there. So I think what I'm going to do, I've got the soldering iron on the go there. So I'm going to burn. I'm going to attempt to burn the holes through. I think it works with the carpet lining. So I'm going to attempt to burn holes. I know it'll work with the carpet liner, you know, the carpet stuff I've stuck to the wall. But I don't know if it'll work with this tartan material. So I've stuck a wee bit of scrap on here, and there's a hole. There's a hole there. I've drilled a hole. You can see. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to burn a hole there with the soldering iron. We'll see how it goes. Right, here goes. Are we ready? Oh. That actually might work. It'll be enough to put my fixing through. So I've put a couple of riv nuts. I've put one here, and I've put another one further down there, just up in there. And what that'll do is it'll pull rather than the ceiling just sitting along in a straight line, it'll pull it up and create the curvature of the van, because these wee things here, they're just not going to do the job. They're not going to pull that up there. You know what I mean? They're not going to pull the ceiling up flush with that. So as I say, I've stuck a wee riv nut up in there. So I'll be able to put a bolt in, just like screw a bolt up in there, and it'll pull it all up. Right, so I've installed a couple of riv nuts. I'll just show you what riv nuts are if you don't know what they are. They're like these little threaded barrels. Okay, so there's a thread there so you can screw something into them, like a bolt. So what you do is, I had this tool anyway, right, as this is kicking about. So you screw that on there, like so, and you push it into your hole. Okay, so you push it into your hole, and then what you do is you pull these in together. And if you look closely and get it in focus, you squeeze it in, and what happens is it's like a rivet. See that? Just take that off of there. And then it ends up squashing itself down, like so. And then obviously it's just like a rivet with a hole in the middle that you can screw a threaded, like a bolt into it. They're very handy. Right, unfortunately, I'm using both my tripods to hold this up here at the moment, so I'm not going to film it all, but that's how I've put it up. I just need to get all the little connectors in now, fittings. Get all the fittings sorted, and ah, shit. I've just realised I've not put the holes in the two centre where I put the riv nuts, so I need to I need to make those holes. Nothing's ever easy, is it? Well, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. See, I don't know if you can see. So I've still got that vent to sort out. But aye, and I've still got to see what I mean here. See how that's moving. Don't know if you can see it moving. That needs to be right up. See the wee gap there? That needs to be right up ticked. So I'm just going to try. I've made my two wee holes here. So hopefully my riv nuts that I've put in, I'll be able to put a wee bolt up there and it'll pull that right up tight. So, in fact, we'll try that now actually. I'm going to, I've got a couple of these. Obviously if it works I'll spray them black. Let's see. Oh, I think that's biting. That feels actually, oh, that's pulling that up nice and tight. Aye, there's no movement in that. Aye, so I'll take these out, spray them black. Let's try the other one down here. But aye, I'm happy enough with that. I'm happy enough. Oh, I think the next job will be tidy up this pillar area and a little bit of wiring. Tidy up in there. We'll get that sorted. And this side obviously as well. But aye, it's looking alright. It's looking alright. It's nice and tidy up there. Oh, I've got these lights to fit in, but I'll put them in when I'm doing a bit of wiring. Aye, it's coming along. Yeah. So that'll be us this week. If you've enjoyed it, hit the like button, all that kind of shenanigans. And thanks for watching if you made it this far. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you next week. Probably go away in the van next week, the big van. Aye. Take care now. Thanks for watching.